Alright, YouTubers, today, as you can see, I've got some old Topps wax packs. I've got 1984 through 1990. I've done quite a few of these breaks before. These are the first videos that I ever posted, and I always enjoy doing the old wax packs. I just picked these up on eBay, so we'll get right into these. Of course, we're looking for Hall of Famers and rookie cards, and we're going to go back in time from 1990 and work our way backwards to 1984. Leave that stack there. Off camera, I opened a 93, a 92, and a 91 Topps pack. And some of the highlights and lowlights here. I pulled a Gene Nelson, but I thought it was funny because I thought it was Dennis Eckersley until I looked at the name, but it was Mean Gene Nelson. Pulled Johnny Oates, not really interesting, but I thought it was Rick Dempsey, the catcher for the Orioles. So, and then I pulled a Fat Fernandez, a Tim Hewlett Packard out of the 93 Topps pack, a Lee Get Your Mind Out of the Guterman, Tom Glavine Gold, and then out of the 92 pack, I pulled 3 Hall of Fame sideways cards of Griffey, Cal Ripken, and Frank Thomas, so that was pretty cool. Out of one pack, get 3 Hall of Famers, all on the sideways cards. And then something really interesting, quite the anomaly here, I pulled a 1990 Alex Fernandez rookie, his 1991 card, or excuse me, a 91 Alex Fernandez rookie, his 92, and his 93 Topps. So the Alex Fernandez hat trick. I thought that was pretty interesting. What are the odds of that, right? So anyway, enough out of that. Let's get right into these packs here and see what we get. Start with the 1990 Topps. Looking for King Griffey Jr. out of here. His second year card. Frank Thomas rookie. No name on front. Alright, started off with the Hawk, Andre Dawson, Hall of Fame right off the bat. That's pretty good. Bip Roberts, light hitting Padres infielder. No, outfielder. Bucky Dent, made famous from his one-game playoff home run against the Red Sox. John Wetland, who was just in the news for supposedly molesting a 4-year-old. Just read that last night, actually. Glenn Davis, prolific home run hitter from the 80s for the Astros. Nolan Ryan, I think that's card number 1 in the set. Yep, pretty cool. Clint Zavaris, Corey Snyder, Earl Cunningham, draft pick for the Cubs. It's probably a picture of him in high school. Yep. Mike Lego, Mike Gallego, Jeff Montgomery for the Royals, Brian Harvey Dent of the Angels, Larry Sheets always eats his beats for the Orioles, Ricky Michael Jordan for the Phillies, failed prospect, never panned out, Chuck Finley, who gets beat up by actresses, and Bud Black for the Indians. Alright, got a Nolan Ryan and a Andre Dawson out of that pack. 2 Hall of Famers. Go to 1989. My Dave Stewart is permanently stuck to that piece of gum. Topps trading card t-shirt. Craig Cataray, Indians leaders. I think that's Brooke Jacoby there. Tigers leaders with some dudes at a Mound Conference. Tom Michael Bolton. Why should I change my name? He's the one who sucks. Mike Harkey with the epic unibrow going on there. Ted Power. Mike Schooler. There's some horrible shots here. Topps. Couldn't get in some inaction. Walt Weiss giving the bash to all the dudes with steroids. All the steroid users on the A's back in '89. Dave Martinez. Darrell Hamilton. Tom Hinkie. Rhino, there's a Hall of Famer. Rance Mulliniks, batting with the shades on. Ron Robinson, that was always a goofy looking dude, Ron Robinson. And stuck to my Dave Stewart. with the gum just eating through Dave's face right there. If you can see that, his face is bubbling up. All right, let's go to 1988 Topps. Not too much in the way of rookie cards in this year. I think Glavin's the best rookie. Save that gum for later. And we can get some more Topps t-shirts here. They use the exact same bootleg looking card from the year before. Or in the next year they used the same one. Don Baylor, who always got hit by pitches. Jay Tibbs. Mets leaders with Kevin McReynolds and Gary Carter. Pirates leaders and Bobby Bonilla and Barry Bonds. Look how skinny Barry Bonds is there. Look how thin his face is and how normal his hat size is. Jose Nunez, who doesn't know to put his hat on a little bit further down on his head. Jim got crappy photo for your Topps card. Mike Moore with the Mariners before he got dealt to the A's. Zane Smith, who had really bad complexion. Not as bad as my boy Darrell Evans, but Fred Manrique, the White Sox. Joe Sambito with the Red Sox. Eric King of the Tigers. Floyd Rayford of the Orioles. Steve Farr of the Royals. Steve Ontiveros of the A's, and Gary Templeton of the Padres. So not too much out of that pack other than my team leader cards. Alright, let's go to 87, my favorite year. Best design of the decade by far. I don't care what anybody says. Lots of rookies out of here. Some nasty looking gum in there. Save that for later as well. And we can do Spring Fever baseball there. Alright, Chris Bosio, who got fired as pitching coach for I don't remember what team because he said some racist comment to the groundkeeper, I think. Interesting story. Ray Quinones, who doesn't know to look at the camera. Ron Karkovice of the White Sox. Love the old White Sox logo. Gary Matthews, Mad Dog. Pat Dodson, future star for the Red Sox. I always thought it was funny that he was a future star when he was like 28 years old. It's like if you haven't gotten out of the minors and you're 28, you're probably not going to be a future star, just in my opinion. Rick Anderson of the Mets. Doily Alexander of the Braves with the Screamin' Savage logo. White Sox leaders with two guys goofing off at spring training, looks like. Atlee Hammaker. The only reason I know Atlee Hammaker is because he's the only guy to give up a home run, or excuse me, a grand slam in the All-Star game to Fred Lynn, I think in 1983. Matt Young, Mariners. Another Bip Roberts. Bruce Bochy. Tim Burke, Expos. Larry Herndon with a nice mustache for the Tigers. Mike Kingery, looks like he needs to take some steroids or eat something. Billy Hatcher of the Astros, and last but not least, a Rance Mulliniks also being eaten by the bubbles of the gum stains. Alright, not really anything out of that pack. Let's go to 86 Topps. 86 Topps is the worst design of the decade. We went from the worst to the best. Or excuse me, the best to the worst, because 86 was horrible, 87 was awesome. It's a little early, I haven't quite woke up yet. Alright, we got Jim Clancy of the Blue Jays. Ivan DeJesus of the Cardinals. Sweet Lou Whitaker for the Tigers there. Running down a fly ball. Gino Petroligraph of the Rangers. Terry Fool of the Astros. Rod Scurvy of the Yankees. Greg Pryor for the Royals. Mario Soto for the Reds. Kirk Gibson for the Tigers. I think his health is deteriorating. I heard him in an interview talking about his famous home run off Eckersley, and he could barely even talk. Kind of sad. Dave Henderson of the Mariners. Lee Smith for the Cubs. Pat Tabler for the Indians. That looks pretty off-cut there. There's a Cal Ripken. I don't have that one. Alan Ashby and Frank White. All right. 2 to go. 1985 Topps. I don't know why this one doesn't have the banner that says 85 on it, but I thought for a second maybe it was like an O-Pee-Chee pack or something, but obviously maybe we can pull a Dwight Gooden rookie or a McGuire rookie out of here. Sweet. Winning pitch. 86 All-Star Game trip. Bruce Benedict Arnold, catcher for the Braves. Garth Iorg, utility infielder for the Blue Jays. Tom Verzer, I never heard of that guy. Julio Solano. Barry Bonnell, it looks like he had his nose broken. Darrell Porter, I heard he died recently. Don Schultz, Z, whatever Z. Joey McLaughlin, looks like a pitching coach or weird science teacher. Tom Waddle. Marvelous Win. Dave Smith for the Astros. Bob James. Unfortunately, we can't see. He's got like a really bad tooth. Tom Tillman. This guy had great cards, man. I pulled one of him a while back. Andre David and Enos Cabal. What a crappy pack. Alright, let's finish it off with a 1984. Hopefully we'll pull something good out of here. Maybe a Mattingly or something. We got my Sid Monge with the epic pea stain on the back there, or gum stain. And we've scored a run. And we pulled the Steve Carlton. Nice. Right in the middle there. Joe Torre looking really weird. Dave Stieb. Great career there. AL Active's career strikeout leaders with Jerry Koosman, Don Sutton, and Bert Behome Blyleven. Nice. Doug Bear. Bruce Sutter. The cool shot. Yankees hitting and pitching leaders. We got Don Baylor and Ron Guidry. 303 average for Don and 342 for Guidry. Another leader card. NL Active career victory leader. Tom Seaver, Steve Carlton, and Fergie Jenkins. 3 Hall of Famers there. Sid Monge with the stain on the back. Steve Carlton base card. That's pretty cool. That was one of the best left-handed pitchers of all time, in my opinion. Bob Kearney. Marshall Edwards. Never heard of that guy. Rob Wilfong. Another guy I've never heard of. We're all scrubs here. Greg Minton for the Giants. And Benny, screw you, Ayala for the Orioles. And a stuck-together Bob Stoddard ending the pack. That gum somehow almost went through 2 cards. See the outline of the gum on that one. All right. Nothing too fantastic there. Not really any good rookie cards. Pulled quite a few Hall of Famers there. Lots of leader cards. I always like those. I don't know why. Cal Ripken, some team leaders. Sandberg, Nolan, Ryan, and Andre Dawson. So, all right. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.